2024, NASA found a ghost. A NASA jet screaming over the blinding white void of Greenland was testing a new powerful ice-penetrating radar. Their official mission was to map the bedrock. Their real mission was what they were about to find. Suddenly, the console screams. The signal explodes. It is not rock. It is not Earth. It is a structure, a grid, a city. Buried 100 feet beneath the ice. A scientist at NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory said it best. We were looking for the bed of the ice. And out pops Camp Century. They had just accidentally found a ghost. A nuclear ghost. This is the declassified story of a place never meant to exist. A lie buried in the ice. Its public name Camp Century. Its real name Project Iceworm. Imagine a city for 200 soldiers, buried under a mile of ice. In 1959, the Pentagon sold the world a beautiful futuristic lie. They called it the city under the ice. A subterranean town with all the comforts of home. A movie theater. A library. A chapel. And hot showers. The power source. Something from science fiction. The PM2, a portable nuclear reactor. Assembled inside the ice. It was the perfect distraction. Because the entire city was a lie. A cover story for an act of war in disguise. The city was just a cover. The real mission was terrifying. When the truth was finally declassified, the documents revealed a plan of pure megalomania. The real plan, Project Iceworm, was to build a subterranean empire, a 2,500-mile spiderweb of tunnels, a secret railroad, hiding 600 nuclear missiles. This was the ultimate doomsday weapon. A phantom army on wheels, constantly moving, impossible for the Soviets to target, a guaranteed second strike. But here is the most chilling secret. The Pentagon betrayed its own ally. This was Danish soil, and Denmark, a NATO partner, had a strict nuclear-free policy. The US Army planned to smuggle 600 nukes onto their territory, and never tell them. It was a geopolitical time bomb, but the Pentagon made one fatal mistake. The Army's fatal flaw was arrogance. They thought they could conquer the Arctic. They thought the ice was a dead, stable block of rock. They were wrong. The ice is alive. It is a viscoelastic material, a slow river of crushing force, and it hated this intrusion. The city was being devoured. Tunnels buckled. Walls warped. The main street was shrinking. The reactor room dropped 5 feet. The Army was being buried alive, and the reactor, their nuclear heart, was leaking neutrons. It was hot. So hot engineers built desperate shields, out of drums filled with ice and sawdust, just to protect the operators from the poison they brought. Project Iceworm was not stopped by the Soviets. It was crushed by geology. In 1967, the Army ran. They shut it all down. They took the reactor core, but they abandoned the entire city. They left a toxic graveyard. 9,000 tons of waste, 53,000 gallons of diesel fuel, 63,000 gallons of sewage and human waste. And the poison, carcinogenic PCB, and thousands of gallons of radioactive coolant, dumped directly into the ice. Their assumption, the ice would be their tomb forever. They forgot about one thing. Climate change is ripping the tomb open. The Arctic is warming faster than anywhere on Earth. The ice is no longer stable. It is melting. That toxic soup of fuel sewage and radioactive waste is now moving, leaking towards the ocean. A slow-motion apocalypse. The 2024 NASA discovery was not a discovery. It was an unveiling. A warning. The secrets we bury, the poisons we hide, they always come back.
USA Military Insider. It all inside the front line.